Hey folks, Jim Thomas here, Fitness Management and Consulting, and I appreciate you being here at the channel today. And for you folks that have not yet done so, please hit that subscribe button. I appreciate it. If you find the information beneficial to you, consider hitting that like button. Appreciate that as well. And then also check out the links below, for additional ways we can help you grow and develop your business. Now, our topic for you today are powerful ways to master self-discipline in gym sales. Mastering self-discipline in gym sales. And I know so often we talk about, enthusiasm, excitement, and these are key components to having success in gym sales. But one of the things that we find, excitement, enthusiasm, sometimes that can wane, sometimes it can go up and down. And what really replaces that enthusiasm is going to be the discipline. What we're going to have is the discipline to do it day in, day out, week in, week out, month in, month out, year in, year out. We simply don't stop doing what we need to do to have success. So I want to talk about some powerful ways that can really help you master self-discipline. And by doing that, good chance it's going to help increase your enthusiasm, your excitement, and your attitude for what you're doing. And so number one, know your weaknesses. Know your weaknesses. I kind of joke all the time when it comes to, good eating habits. The secret to my good eating habits is just don't buy the bad food. Because if you buy the bad food and it's sitting there, I'm probably going to eat it, okay? But if it's not, I'm probably not going to go out and find it, okay? So in that case, I've identified, my big weakness here. And for you, identify your weaknesses when it comes to discipline. Could be who you're associating with. Make sure you're associating with people that are high achievers. Make sure you're associating with people that have great attitudes. Make sure you got the TV turned off so you're not turning on the news, okay? But identify your weaknesses that causes you to procrastinate, to have lack of self-discipline. Sit down and write that out. Number two, remove temptations. Remove temptations. And, it's like when we're doing follow-up. You're in gym sales, your job's to be on the phone doing follow-up. Hey, don't find yourself multitasking. Whatever you're doing, that's the only thing you're doing right now. You're not fumbling through your briefcase, fumbling through your purse. You're not, looking at messages on your phone. You're not checking social media. All you're doing, you have tunnel vision making those calls. So when you're sitting down and you're trying to come up with ways, to master self-discipline, remove all the temptations that come in. Shut your door. If you're working at home, shut your door. If you're working at the gym, shut your door. Don't let other people in. You can put a sign up, okay? Genius at work, okay, is on your door. But, look for ways to remove these temptations. Number three, you want to set clear goals and have it execution planned. Okay, now let me talk about goals first of all. You want to have small goals, but you also want to have big goals. And your goals, I don't view these goals as a to-do list. That's not what I'm talking about here. I'm talking about big goals, things you want to accomplish. Maybe you want to own your own gym. Maybe you want to acquire a chain of gyms. Whatever it might be. But look at those big goals. What is it you want to do? And what you want to do, make sure you're writing these goals down every day. What I would suggest, write your goals down first thing in the morning. Write them down last thing at night. And any time in the course of the day, if you experience disappointment, you experience, rejection, write them down again. Because we're trying to keep these goals at the forefront of what we're thinking about. One of the keys to mastering discipline is to know why we're doing this. Keep these goals at the forefront. It's so easy for life and so easy for circumstances to take over that get us focused on the wrong thing. Stay focused on why you're doing this. Keep these goals at the forefront. And then get yourself an execution plan. Get yourself a plan of action. Again, you can check other videos here on the channel, for those plan of actions and how to actually write those. But you want to plan on how you're going to do this. Here's the goal, tangible and intangible. Here's the plan, tangible and intangible. And then here's potential roadblocks and setbacks. Here's plan B, and here's how we're going to handle that. And so get a full plan in place. Do not try to wing it. Because when you try to wing it, what I have found to be true, that's when we really become a victim of circumstance. And we just start handling things that come at us. Have a plan. You want to get a sense of control, over these outcomes. So we want to set clear goals, write them down at least twice a day, third time being when we experience disappointment, and then have an action plan, an execution plan on how we're going to do this. That's your daily worksheet, okay? Number 4, you want to create some new habits by keeping it really simple. One of the things that happens, and I see this just in the gym turnaround aspect of things and even in the selling, is sometimes we make this way too complicated. Keep it simple. The old acronym KISS, I kind of changed that around a little bit, and it's keep it simple, superstar. And so keep everything you do simple. Try to remove the number of moving parts, okay? So when you're creating new habits, don't make it difficult to achieve. Make it very easy to achieve. I think sometimes some folks think because it's easy, because it's simple, maybe it's not effective. Really not true at all. The more complicated it gets, the more difficult it gets, the less chance you're going to do it, the less chance it's going to be effective, and less chance you're going to do it long term. So let's keep it simple. Number 5, we want to change our perception about willpower. I have no willpower. Let's get that out of our head. Let's start, thinking and even saying to ourselves, hey, I do have willpower. I do have the discipline to do this. But start simple, okay? Make it easy to do. Don't make it complicated. Don't make it difficult. And you will start to see, well, hey, I do have some willpower here. I am doing this every day. Okay, whether it's you're doing push-ups every day, you're doing sit-ups every day, you're watching videos on this channel every day, just do it every day. And the other thing, if you miss a day, okay, so what? Doesn't mean you're off the program, just means you missed a day. Get back on it. Okay, being disciplined and having willpower doesn't mean you have to be perfect. You can eat the chocolate cake and get back on good eating the next day. Doesn't mean you're off the program. So change your perception of this. Change how you look at this. And then finally, give yourself a backup plan on everything that you do. I've said this, I think, forever and ever and ever. The folks that are the best in sales, the folks that are the best at ownership of gyms and management at gyms, they're great at plan B. Have a backup plan. What's plan B? Roadblocks and setbacks is what I call it, on our plan of action. And hey, if things don't go exactly like we want, what's plan B? What are we going to do? How are we going to handle that? Because we do not want to make success an option. In this case, we're talking about mastering self-discipline. We want to stay disciplined in what we're trying to do. Let's don't make it optional. What is plan B? If something goes wrong, how can I make sure this gets done? And, with that, nothing has to be perfect. Just do it. I'd rather you do it and it not be perfect than wait for it to be perfect and in reality never get it done at all. So take a look at these tips and see which ones you can do to become more self-disciplined. You can have more willpower in what you're doing, because the more disciplined we become, you're going to get the results. When we start to do these things and do them every day, you'll start to get results, and that will create that enthusiasm. It'll help create that confidence, and it's going to help make you a success in gym membership sales and gym ownership. So folks, my name is Jim Thomas. I appreciate you being here today. Hope you found this information beneficial. Hope you all have a great day. We'll talk to you soon.